Hi, I'm Bill Stark. Welcome.
And I'm Tim Fenbert with LeaderGov.
We're glad you're with us today. A few days ago, I had a conversation with a company called CityBot, and they offer a service for local governments around this whole idea of how do you manage and respond to citizen requests for your city or county. I thought, this is really a great topic. We ought to sort of pause and just think about and encourage cities and counties to consider all the different ways that people want to communicate with you. And so we hope this is helpful to you today, and we hope that you can maybe pick up something from this video and maybe even share it with some of your folks in your staff meetings.
I think of citizen requests coming into an organization. Sometimes I think about the negative side of, when it's not handled well. That's probably when you remember those customer requests the most. And when maybe I can't get a hold of the right person in the directory, I get in voicemail jail, or just get bad information. Maybe the person I'm talking to wasn't the right person, and so I get an answer that's maybe a half answer, and that can be very, very frustrating. And I think it's a challenge that all local governments face in terms of helping their citizens get the right information as quickly as possible with the most amount of accuracy.
Yeah, and it affects your brand, right? Your reputation.
Absolutely it does. Absolutely it does.
So one of the things that we would recommend you give some thought to is to create maybe a cross-functional team within your city or county or department, and just look for all the different ways that people come to you for information and the types of information that they're wanting, and try to understand sort of where you are. What's our current process for handling this information, and where does it go wrong? And of course, once you have those steps written down, you can begin to modify that and tweak it so you improve the process and give the citizen what they need within a timely period.
But Bill, it's really all about information, getting good information. And once you have that process in place, it's about then improving that process. And we know that all these processes we continually need to look at to see if they can be made better. So it's really all about information. How do you data mine these touch points and find out what was a good response, what was a negative response? How can we cut down on that response time? Those are all areas that you can improve in over time as you get more and more information from these processes that you put in place. But at the end of the day, don't make it too complicated, because at the end of the day, your citizens just want to get a hold of someone and get a question answered. It may be as simple as just having an email address or a direct phone number to that person on your website. So don't overthink this sometimes.
Yeah, and I like, Tim, what you had said earlier when we were talking about this idea of taking the next step or an extra step. Could you speak to that a little bit?
Right. So, we think the best practice around this is not just solving the problem with excellence, which is an objective that we all have, but we like when organizations actually reach back out to their citizens after they've solved a problem to let the citizen know that issue has been resolved. And maybe the citizen already knows that, but just the fact that you're taking an extra step to reach back out to them and confirm that service point is very, very valuable. It's a great way to just build that bond even stronger.
Yeah, I think about it like with the cable TV guy coming to your house, right? They give you this huge window, 6-hour window.
Right.
It's like, why don't you call me like 20 minutes ahead?
Right.
That's an extra step that they're taking to make me, be able to receive their services better.
And then getting a call back from someone after that appointment to just confirm that everything went well. Was there anything else that we might have missed is very valuable.
Yeah, it's impressive. It really gives you a good image of that organization. Another sort of best practice, and you may be doing this already, is to implement technology to help where you can. C-Click-Fix is a very popular software tool in local government, and the good thing about it is it categorizes the different types of requests, based on type. So it begins to give you data, begins to give you information that you can then act on. Another tool, which I mentioned earlier, is CityBot, and they have some automated technology that you can put on your website and in other places around your city to automate answers and make it quicker, make it easier for people to get answers to the questions that they have. So these are all ways to kind of streamline some of the processes and make it easier for people to deal with you.
Bill, it's really important to have consistency and continuity, though, in the way you're delivering these services. And the best way we have found is to put someone who in charge of your organization who will own this. Maybe at the department level, whether it's a water department or a police department, fire department, finance department, one individual that you can identify that will own this for that department and really take responsibility for it. And then equally as important is to have someone at the top of the organization, maybe an assistant city manager or county manager, an analyst that you have on staff, a PIO that might want to take this on, for the whole organization who can work with those individual departments and make sure that they're delivering this response time and looking at the big picture for the team.
Yeah, and I like the idea, too, of cross-training. For continuity's sake, it's important that a couple of people in each department understand that function and they know where all the people are, the phone numbers, and answers to all these basic questions. That continuity is important in delivering quality service for your city and county. Yep. So, we're glad you were with us today. Thank you for participating. We hope this was helpful and useful, and maybe there was something in here that you can think about implementing in your department or your city or county. If you have needs in the area of retreats or strategic planning, or definitely training, and for your team, we offer a 12-month program. It's an hour and a half a month. It's a workshop program around leadership, management, and teamwork. We'd love to have you consider that and get in touch with us if you'd like to.
And of course, if you're enjoying these short little video leadership talks, please share them with other individuals in your organization. Have them go to leadergov.com and subscribe. As you know, it's a free service that we provide, and we would like to have more of your fellow colleagues involved with our videos. So thank you very much for paying attention to this lesson, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Yeah, have a great day. See you next time.